Dear children, we have discussed about the starting of the project in IP, and since this is data analysis, so for the big data, we must choose such a platform where you can use the huge data so that your program should not stuck or your system should not become so sluggish that it could not perform uh, different operations on the data. So last time we have discussed that we are going to create a project on IPL system. For that, we have downloaded a file from kaggle.com and uploaded that file in our collab, because collab is our platform. And in this collab, the plus point with collab is कि while creating the program in collab, you will observe that when you create the program in collab, additional RAM is added to your project, because we need the memory to process. Need the memory means the RAM, random access memory, or the cache memory, so that your data processing should not be hampered. So last time we have discussed about data analysis, and we uh, got to know that different reports we are going to create, and what are those reports. So I have told you about all the reports, and in addition we were to create some graphs based on the analysis which we have discussed earlier in last part. And since this is the second part, and I had closed this program last time, and I'm restarting this program once again, so I'll have to upload the data, that is the matches.csv once again. So, and I have to run all those programs, all those modules which are there in this project. So first it was to upload the match file and to create the data frame. So yeah, this is it is running. So initially it gets time, but later it works faster. So here I'm using the file matches.csv, which was downloaded earlier in from kaggle.com, and it is in a download folder. So here this is matches. Open it, and it is being uploaded here. So this is uploaded, and data frame is created, and other which we have to have the input. The input, first input is this highest score, and we have to run this because otherwise in further section uh, it won't find the input for the particular segment. That is why we have to run these segments again. So this is again rerun, and top 15 winning teams based on win by wickets. I think this we have discussed earlier. Now this is the report number 4 I'm going to create. So see it very carefully. Report number 4 is about teams won by number of wickets entered by the user. So you will have to enter, means user has to enter by how many wickets the winning team won the match. So I am going to run it. So report number 4, I am running this segment or function whichever I have created. So I'll have to uh, enter number of wickets by which the winning team won the match. So I just enter 10 wickets. So as soon as I enter 10 wickets, it will show you the complete analysis of the teams. So these are the matches: Delhi Daredevils with Royal Challengers Bangalore, Gujarat Lions with Kolkata Knight Riders, Gujarat Lions, Sunrisers Hyderabad. So there are a number of wickets by which these teams or winning teams have won the matches. Okay, so this way we had created the fourth report. Now fifth report. Fifth report is matches declared as tie. So to find or evaluate number of teams with tie result, I'll have to have a variable. I have declared a variable tie, and I will have to find out the result of tie, because tie is result is one of the columns, and in result column we'll find tie word. Tie means the result was tied. So how to find out or how to evaluate how many teams were in tie? So here I will have to use this variable, this object tie is equal to this is a data frame, and data frame के अंदर I'm using the column result and its result value is tie. So जितने भी हैं means I log means यहाँ पर जो colon है, colon is showing all all the rows, and out of all the rows I want only first 1 2 3 4 5 6, any first 9 columns, any one starting from 1 till 8th column. So see here, these are the IDs: 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 and 9. So this is your number of columns. So when you apply this command to find how many matches were in tie, so this will give you the tie result. So see here, in 2015 the match was played in Ahmedabad, and the teams were Rajasthan Royals and Kings 11 Punjab, and toss won by Kings 11 Punjab and decided to field, but this was a tie. And next match was in 2019. Again, it was the match was played in Delhi. The teams were Kolkata Knight Riders and Delhi Capitals, and toss won by Delhi Capitals, and they decided to field, but match was again tie. So this is the list of matches which were in tie status. Now some reports, more reports. Oh yeah, here I'm seeing there is an error. So I'm going to correct it. The spelling of the is misspelled, so I am correcting it. So this is the correct spelling of the. Now I'm going to generate a report number 6, in which matches played by team chosen selected team as a subdata frame. So see here, I have displayed the names of the teams so that it would be easier for us to select the team or copy the team name. Otherwise, what happens when you type the team name, it may be misspelled, and if this is misspelled, the result will not appear. So run this code. So when you run this code, what happens? Print a team dot unique team one. So column name of your matches.csv. Team one has all the names of the teams, and I have used here dot unique. So all the unique teams, or all the teams which are in category of team 1 are displayed, and out of these teams, out of the teams displayed here, you will have to select one team. So either you write or select from the list given. So I am selecting Kings 11 Punjab. So when I select Kings 11 Punjab, I copy it and I paste it here. So this is the name of the team I have given, and as soon as I enter, it will show me the result. Number of matches played by Kings 11 Punjab 176. Number of matches played by Kings 11 Punjab since 2008 till 2019. So these were the matches played by Kings 11 Punjab. Okay, so this is again a report number 6, matches played by a team chosen. So I had chosen team Kings 11 Punjab, and it had played 176 matches. Okay, now next option is matches won by the team as entered by the user. So this is the segment in which user has to enter the team name, and the team name which you enter, this program or this segment will show how many times this team won the matches. So this is matches won by the specific team or entered by the user. So I will when I run, and I'll give the name of the team. So here I am, while running the program, I am giving the team name as Kings 11 Punjab. Is it Kings 11 Punjab? Because I had entered earlier, it was Kolkata Knight Riders. So Kings 11 Punjab I had entered in the previous segment here. So matches won by this team. The matches won by Kings 11 Punjab are here. So this is the list which the Kings 11 Punjab had won in its matches. Now next program is number of matches won by the selected team. So selected team is what? Selected team over here, selected team is Kings 11 Punjab. So I'm just running this program. So it will show you how many times? 82. Number of matches. So 82 matches Kings 11 Punjab had won in the past. So this is number of matches. So here match win the shape 0 means, otherwise I could have taken 2, any starting and ending, any for rows and for the column. So here it will show you number of rows. 82 matches Kings 11 Punjab had won in the session of 2008 to 2019, the entire IPL. Now here next report is matches won by the selected team with win by runs. यानी यहां पर हमें पता करना है कि किसी भी सिलेक्टेड टीम नहीं, यहां पर मैंने कौन सी टीम सिलेक्ट की है? सिलेक्टेड टीम इज किंग्स 11 पंजाब. तो इसने रन के बेस पर कितने बार किस से जीता है. सो क्या करना है? अगेन आई एम रनिंग दिस प्रोग्राम, एंड हियर विन बाय रन्स greater than 0, because जो विनिंग टीम होगी वो 0 से ज्यादा ही उसने स्कोर किया होगा. दैट इज व्हाई आई विल हैव टू specify the condition. So this condition is like, this is the object when one is data frame is equal to when y runs. This is the column greater than 0. So when you say greater than 0, it will extract the data frame and it will store the data frame in win1. And again, when y runs and team2, so it will give you team1 is already there and team2 is here. So when you run this, so here when y runs, so selected team was your Kings 11 Punjab, and it had won the matches with these teams, and number of matches it had won were 82. So this will give you the complete list of the matches when by runs. So here Kings 11 Punjab had won by 111 runs by defeating Royal Challengers Bangalore, by 76 by defeating Mumbai Indians, 72 runs by defeating Sunrisers Hyderabad, and so on. So this is report number 7. And the next report is matches won by the selected team. So selected team is again Kings 11 Punjab. How many wickets it had won the matches? So see here, when 2 is equal to when in place of win by wickets greater 0, in place of win by runs, we'll use win by wickets greater 0. Again, because wickets केस में क्या होगा कि हमें ये देखना होगा कि टीम 1 जो टीम है उसने कितने विकेट से मैच को जीता है. सो हियर इन प्लेस ऑफ टीम 2 we'll have to use टीम 1. सो टीम 1 ने कितने विकेट से मैचेस को जीता है. सो हियर दिस इज नंबर ऑफ मैचेस. प्रीवियसली टीम 1 ने जो टीम 2 को जीता था वो कितने रन से जीता था, और टीम यहां पर जो इस रिपोर्ट में है कि टीम 1 ने टीम 2 को कितने विकेट से जीता है. सो दिस इज द रिपोर्ट. सो क्या करना है इस रिपोर्ट में, विन 2 इज इक्वल टू विन बाय विकेट्स ग्रेटर देन 0, एंड कितने विकेट टीम 1 ने कितने विकेट से जीता है. सो दिस इज द डेटा फ्रेम, विन 2 इज इक्वल टू विन बाय विकेट्स टीम 1. सो टीम 1 ने इस तरीके से जीता है. Next, this is very important, player of the match in IPL along with number of times the player won this title. कि कितने बार मैन ऑफ द मैच प्लेयर ने ये टाइटल जीता है. तो उसके लिए हमने क्या देखना है, मैन ऑफ द मैच, दिस इज द हेडिंग, तो फ्रीक्वेंसी निकालनी है. एंड ओवर हियर आई एम यूजिंग डिक्शनरी, एंड इन डिक्शनरी यू विल सी द नेम and number of times. So see here, I have declared one variable as dictionary, frequency is equal to dictionary, and this is man of the match list एक declare किया. From data frame player of the match, हर एक मैच से player of the match मुझे select करना है. तो एक लिस्ट मैं तैयार कर रहा हूं. This list would be like man of the match players, and again I'm using a loop for items in man of the match. Frequency of item is equal to man of the match dot count items. So यहाँ पर it will count number of times. And दूसरा एक लूप हमने और चलाया जिसमें कि क्योंकि डिक्शनरी हम मेंटेन करने जा रहे हैं, सो डिक्शनरी मेंटेन करने के लिए हमने एक और चलाया जिसमें लगा की एंड वैल्यू. एंड हियर कितने टाइम्स नहीं, फ्रीक्वेंसी जो हमने यहाँ लिस्ट क्रिएट की है, जितने टाइम्स ये फ्रीक्वेंसी बनी है उतने ही टाइम्स हमने इस लूप को चलाया. और यहाँ पर की एंड वैल्यू दोनों को डिस्प्ले कराया। बिकॉज यहां पर जो आप काउंट देख रहे हैं, जो काउंट देख रहे हैं ये जा रहा है आपकी डिक्शनरी में। तो काउंट में क्या है, नेम ऑफ द प्लेयर, बिकॉज मैन ऑफ द मैच आप काउंट कर रहे हैं, सो प्लेयर नेम एंड देन हाउ मेनी टाइम्स। सो हियर दिस इज द की, यानी प्लेयर नेम एंड काउंट, कितने टाइम्स। सो ये नाम आपका आ गया और उसके साथ में काउंट, कितने बार वो उसने मैन ऑफ द मैच टाइटल जीता है। सो सी हियर, तो अगेन पूरी आईपीएल के अंदर किस किस को मैच मिला है और कितने बार मिला है। सो इट इज शोइंग द कंप्लीट स्टेटस और स्टैटिस्टिक्स ऑफ मैन ऑफ द मैच। सो ये देखिए, दिस इज अ कंप्लीट लिस्ट और स्टैटिस्टिक्स ऑफ द प्लेयर्स, मैन ऑफ द मैच, टाइटल प्लेयर्स। And the next or last report is top 15 players of the match in IPL। जो 15 प्लेयर्स हम यहाँ पर काउंट करने जा रहे हैं जो आपके आईपीएल में टॉप पर रहे हैं। सो उसके लिए अगेन हम यूज करेंगे एक डिक्शनरी, और डिक्शनरी के अंदर हमने दो लिस्ट ली हुई है, एक प्लेयर लिया हुआ है और एक टाइम्स लिया हुआ है। सो प्लेयर कितने टाइम्स वो मैच का विनर रहा है या मैन ऑफ द मैच रहा है। सो टॉप 15 players of the match in IPL। So there are two lists, one is player and how many times it has won the title। So dict is equal to, this is a variable or the dictionary object, name comma player, यहाँ पर name आ जाएगा, and title times title क्या है आपका, मैन ऑफ द मैच, तो वो टाइटल यहाँ पर आ जाएगा। So when you run this or execute this loop for key value in frequency dot item, so frequency कहाँ से आ रही है, आपकी यहाँ से आ रही है, जो आपका लास्ट सेगमेंट और लास्ट फंक्शन रहा है, लास्ट हमारा पैराग्राफ रहा है जो हमने प्रोग्राम किया है। So this is here and yeah, this। So here we had created the dictionary, and using this dictionary we'll able to find out top 15 players of the match in IPL। So frequency dot items, it will give you the list on a complete dictionary of players and with the title how many times। So player dot append, so it will give you the player name, and this is key, and times dot append how many times, this is a value. So this is key and this is value। Player of the match is equal to, again I had created a data frame create करने के बाद, so dict इसके लिए object जो चाहिए, this is data frame we have in the form of dictionary the source, and index is equal to player, means the data frame whichever is created, its index will be the player name। So when you print it, and again I have sorted this data frame like player of the match, sorted values on title, assigning is equal to false। जो टाइटल इसको मिला कितने बार, ये जो है बिकॉज हमें फॉल्स इसलिए करना पड़ रहा है बिकॉज हमें डिसेंडिंग में चाहिए। तो डिसेंडिंग का मतलब है पहले हाईएस्ट वैल्यू, देन लोअर लोअर एंड लास्ट में आपको लोएस्ट वैल्यू मिलेगी। सो यहाँ पर आपको ये पता चल जाएगा हाउ मेनी टाइम्स और top 15 players of the match in IPL। So see here, यहां जो मैन प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच है, तो टॉप पर जो है 15, जो टॉप 15 है उसमें सबसे पहला जो प्लेयर है टॉप पर, इट इज गाइल्स, CH गाइल्स, चार्ल्स गाइल्स, और it had won the title 21 times। Then डिविलियर्स, तो डिविलियर्स ने जो जीता है वो 20 times। Then Warner had won 17 times। तो इस वजह से ये मैन ऑफ द सीरीज रहते हैं और मैन ऑफ द आईपीएल रहे हैं since 2008 till 2019. So these were the reports needed for the project, and on the basis of these reports we'll create the graphs now. So create the graph. So graph number one, data visualization, any top players as player of the match. So player of the match, as we have already discussed in our previous section, player of the match, man of the match is how many times a particular player had won the title. So everything is there in the previous section. Now on the basis of that previous section, we'll create the graphs of the data created by the previous sections. So top players as player of the match. So I'm going to create the bar graph, and to create the bar graph, what we need the kind, any type of the graphs. So here I have used kind. Kind means किस type का आपका graph होगा. So I have just declared here bar graph. So kind of graph is bar. What kind of color it will take? So I have declared color as C for cyan. Edge color means the bar edges color. The bar edges color is K for black. So what is player of the match? Player of the match. ये अभी हमने करके देखा है. This is player of the match. So this is the complete list. On the basis of this data, the graph is created. So see here, plt.title top performances as player of the match. तो प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच का ही हमने लास्ट जो सेगमेंट है प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच का है, तो हमने पता लगाया कि प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच जो मैच है कौन रहा है. सो 22 टाइम्स गैस रहे हैं और 20 टाइम्स डिविलियर रहे हैं. और इसी तरीके से जिसमें देखिए एम एस धोनी इज ऑल्सो देयर. डिविलियर्स 20 टाइम्स रहे हैं और वार्नर 17 टाइम्स रहे हैं. एम एस धोनी 17 टाइम्स रहे हैं. सो दिस इज द एनालिसिस और स्टैट on which we have declared players of the match. So here, so player name, तो यहाँ पर because you are going to create the bar graph. So bar graph, obviously the 2D graph has at least two axes. Number one is x-axis and the y-axis. So in on x-axis we want the player name to be displayed, and on y-axis we want number of times the title won by the player. So here, just when you run this program, okay, since it is giving the error just because of plot, because we have not initialized matplotlib, and that is why I have to create it again or reinitialize it. So here matplotlib again. Why this is giving the problem? Some report has to be executed, otherwise, because we are using the output of the previous codes. Let us see what happens in this case. Report 9, man of the match, and player of the match भी हो गया, and everything has been done, and top 15 players. So in top 15 players, so I am running it again. Now this is Jazz जो है गाइल ने लिया है आपका 21 and D Villiers again 20. I hope now the variable is initialized, and when variable is initialized, so what was, yes, so this was due to the previous output, and if the previous section was not executed, it would give some error, because that segment, from that particular segment, whatever output is coming that from that segment, this output will be the input of this segment, I mean this graph. So we were to create the graph on player of the match. That is why the previous section we had to execute. Now next graph. Now top 10 winning teams by win by runs, and this segment we have already shown in the reports. So DF1 is already created, that is why, so DF we will be using DF1 here. And what is the data frame which we had done in past? This is DF1 only. So winner, because we are going to display the graph of 10 winning teams by win by runs. So again, so DF1, what is DF1? DF1. So see DF1 where we have created DF1. So we created DF1, I think, in report number 6 or 5, and report number 2. In report number 2, 10 winning teams based on win by runs. So here DF1 is created, data frame is created, and on the basis of DF1 we are going to create the graph top 10 winning teams. So on the basis of DF1 I am going to create the graph. So DF1 winner win by runs dot plot, and kind of graph is bar. Then I'm taking color as pink, and if you want to change it you can change. And winner, because it should be kind of title. Edge color is again blue, and you can, if you want to take K, it means black. So and font size is 10. Title is top 10 winning teams win by runs. So this is the title. Font size is 15. You can change and take as per your own requirement. एंड एक्स लेवल पर हम चाहते हैं टीम्स, जो टीम्स हैं वो डिस्प्ले हों, और वाई लेवल पर हम चाहते हैं जो रन्स हैं, कितने रन से टीम जीती है, वो डिस्प्ले हों. सो हियर दिस इज गिविंग यू द कंप्लीट डिटेल्स. सो देयर आर द टीम्स एंड नंबर ऑफ रन्स जिससे ये जीते हैं. एंड इफ यू वांट टू चेंज द कलर यू कैन गिव. तो ये आपकी विनर टीम हो जाएगी. सो ये रहा आपके बार, और ये रहे आपके कलर. इफ यू वांट टू चेंज द कलर यू कैन चेंज. Yellow, and so this is the result. So you are creating the bars in yellow color, and edge color is B for blue. If you want to change it you can change. If you want to keep as K you can keep it as K. So result will be border color, or the edge color is K. So win by runs, this is the graph. And next graph is about top 10 winning teams win by wickets. So this is DF2 already seen in report. So here DF2 winner win by wickets, plot bar winner, font size is 10, top 15 winning teams win by sorry, this is top 10 winning teams. Just see the report, top 10 है और top 15 है. Report number 3, 15 है. Yes, 15 teams है. So यहाँ पर मुझे 15 करना होगा. So I am changing this 15, and here also I will have to modify it. Top 15 winning teams. Okay, so now run it. So what happened? Okay, df2 df, okay, df2, this has to be run. Report number 3. Report number 3, you will have to execute again. So it will give you df2, and now come to the graph. So it is done. So here top 15 winning teams win by wickets. Now the next is teams defeated by the particular team. जो teams हारी हैं किसी particular team से by number of wickets, we will create or we will design the graph. And so while designing the graph, we'll be using bar graph again, because here you are seeing number of different colors, bar in different colors. It is just not because of color is defined. This is just because color is already defined, like this is red, yellow, brown, blue, cyan, magenta, and the green. So again, when the data is repeated, these codes will also be repeated. So what happens in this case when you are seeing here, like of same categories, see here the category, in case of DF teams win by wicket, we'll have to run this. So here defeated by, it has to be executed once again. Defeated. Defeat. Top 10 here. top 15 winning teams. Win by wickets, win by wickets. Win to is not defined, so I will have to check where I have used win to. So this is here, win to, win by wickets, and now it should not give any error. It should not give any error. Yes, this is here, and this is the output. So here you must be confusing that how two colors are appearing in the same bar. For example, this is yellow bar, and on top this is green bar. This is just because this is not just because of we have designed this way. It is just because of the green graph, the green bar is behind the yellow graph. The green graph is behind the yellow graph. Okay, so this the particular bar is the combination of two or three teams result. So here there are two teams, here there are four teams, red, green, red, green. Four teams, here there are again four teams, here there are three teams. Okay, so it should not be confusing state, because we have to print only the defeated teams by the selected team. So we selected which team? We selected Kings 11 Punjab. So these are the teams defeated by Kings 11 Punjab. So this is the graph. Now frequency of victory selected team by number of wickets. So here I am going to create the histogram. So histogram, we require a bin. Bin means the slots. So I have created a bin and having the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 10, and win2 is already a variable, win by wickets plot, and kind of graph is histogram. Bins, these are the bin, because bins are required in the histogram, so bins we have to define bins. And this is r width, the bar width, and the color is blue and edge color is K, and if you want to change it you can change. And x sticks का मतलब है कि the values जो कि आपको x axis पर लेनी है, x ticks यानी x axis पे जो टिक्स लगाने हैं वो हमने बिन से लिए हुए हैं. सो बिन में क्या है 1 2 3 4 5 up to 10. So when you say plt dot x ticks, so it will tick out all the values of bin here. So 1, 2, 3 up to 10. So they are there. And your X label is number of wickets. So see here. And title, frequency of victory for यहाँ पर आपकी टीम भी दी हुई है. और इसको मैंने रन करना पड़ेगा because my input team is Kings 11 Punjab. So here frequency of victory of Kings 11 Punjab by number of wickets. So it is here. Okay. And the next graph is data visualization using three subplots. Yani I am going to create three graphs in one graph. So there will be three subgraphs in one graph. So how to plot these subgraphs? in one graph. So we'll have to visualize it and we'll have to see it carefully. So see here, this is the coding and I'm going to explain this. So the team is Kings 11 Punjab. So figure size means 40 for X and X axis and 12 for Y axis figure size. So each figure is of 40 and 12. And a super title means the heading of these all graphs. A common heading is known as subtitle. Subtitle, super title is team. Any team is entered by you. That is Kings 11 Punjab. So this is super title. And font size is 40. So it is bigger. And now subplot. Now 1, 2, 3. There are three subplots. Then subplot 131, it means there are three plots, there are three graphs and three graphs in one graph. Yani three in one, three graphs in one graph, and this is graph part number one. So that is why this is known 131. So there are three graphs in one graph and this is graph number one. So plt dot var win one dot team two win dot win by runs color आपके ये है and plt dot title defeated team win by runs ये दोनों defeated team भी आ जाएगी. So this way your defeated team भी आ गई and defeated team is subplot of uh, out of three. This is second plot and this complete one graph. So combination of three graphs. This is a single graph, and in the single graph, we are going to display three graphs, and this graph is second graph, where I am going to create the histogram. So for the histogram, as I have told you earlier, that we have to create a bin. So bin is 1, 5, 10, 15, 20. This is the bin. I myself have taken on my own discretion. So win one and win by runs dot plot and the histogram. So here this is the histogram it will create. So tick X ticks. These are the X ticks 1, 5. 1 I have taken just because of to make a gap. So one tick, so it will take the distance of one tick. I mean one bin. So a constant gap will be there between the bars. So this way I am going to create this histogram. So here this is the histogram. Frequency of victory by number of runs, font size 15. So here this is the histogram. Okay. Now third graph, any third part, that is 133. Any one graph, and out of three subgraphs, this is the third one. And here I am going to create win matches and the loss matches. So I am going to create the list for loss matches and won matches. So win loss dot append win dot shape 0. This is the data frame 0, and win loss dot append b shape 0 win shape 0 number of matches. So what is happening here, we have to use some percent sign percent also, so that we can explode this graph. And if we do not use the percent auto percent, the graph will be if we omit explode means this figure. If we omit this figure 0.2, if I use only 0, then see the graph, kind of graph it will show. It will be a simple graph. So to explode the graph, one part of this, maybe this or this, should be in point so that it is exploded. So when you run this, it will be exploded graph. And when you see this, and if you magnify this, then you'll see there are some values or percentages also there. So this way you can create the complete data report and graphs uh, on any kind of data, since we have taken IPL data. So on the basis of facts, on the basis of the data which we received from uh, IPL, this data I had downloaded from Kaggle.com. Not Kaggle. Not necessary to download data from Kaggle.com every time. There are many sites which will provide you the bulk data uh, or the survey data, and on the basis of that survey data you'll be able to create the reports, you'll be able to create the graphs, and you can apply the attributes, or you can apply the commands. All those commands means this is the real time data, and this is you can say this is not the fictitious data. So I hope you will understand the depth or the gravity of this project, and using